Welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. My name's Ardil and welcome back to another behind the sound video on the Defender 110. However, this is the final episode of this install. Today's video, we're walking you around everything that we've done, so it is going to be a slightly longer video, so stay to the end to make sure you don't miss any of the awesome content. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button below. Otherwise, let's get on to it. So Defender 110 came into us looking for a hell of a lot of upgrades. We've done exactly that. So to start off with, if you haven't done so already, make sure you go check out some of the other behind the sound videos that actually highlight kind of a little bit more about what actually went on and the progress updates that we've done for the vehicle. Starting off with a couple of the cosmetic bits, we've taken a lot of the vehicle's parts to a gloss black panel. So we've changed over the badges for the Defender. We've also got these gloss black panels here. We've also got a new DAB antenna, which will go through about the actual DAB conversion that we've done inside the vehicle. We've also done wing mirrors over to gloss black, and also got new DRLs and also the new gloss black bumper. So overall, that's kind of a couple of the cosmetic changes that have happened to the front of the vehicle. What we've also done underneath the actual bonnet itself is actually installed a full soundproofing package. Basically, it's a 3mm layer, then heat insulation, and then tape to neaten everything up. So that looks really neat and tidy underneath there, but also giving that engine bay noise real reduction in actual sound. So what we've also done on the vehicle is actually added in our full soundproofing package. So that is doors, floor, roof, literally pretty much every ounce of this car, as much as humanly possible, is soundproof. The other thing that we've done in the roof, so we've soundproofed the roof with a 3mm layer, but then also we've added like a panel liner. What that actually does, and that's a product from Skins, what that panel liner does is help with condensation issues and things like that. However, the rest of the panel work inside the vehicle is all done with Skins 3mm. Inside these doors, these have all been acoustically soundproofed. Literally the difference is massive. So like when you tap on this door here, it feels nice and solid. The door when it shuts is really nice and solid as well, but also it's building a far better acoustic environment for the epic new sound system that we've installed. So talking a bit more about the interior now, what we've done is added in what's called a 3-way Audison Voce set. So we've got the Audison Voce AV 1.1 up on top of the dashboard. We've got the Audison Voce 3-inch in a stock location with the stock grille. So on these Defenders, they normally come with a 4-inch as stock. What we've done is use an adapter to actually allow for a 3-inch to be placed there. Reason why we've actually gone down in a size of speaker is because generally speaking, a lot of the Defenders just have the tweeter and the 4-inch underneath here. However, the sound output you're getting from that, the location of this speaker is not ideal. So what we're doing is basically compensating a little bit with the system. So what we're doing is having the Voce tweeter providing all that clarity, mid-range taking up some of that mid-range from the actual sound frequencies that are being played in music. But what we've done, which is a really nice common solution that we do, is add a 6.5-inch driver down underneath each seat. What this basically does is move the sound forward in the vehicle, but also give quite a lot more mid-bass into the front of the vehicle. So a lot of people think, well, I own a Defender, how am I going to get the sound like a car? How am I going to, is it worth investing in this? It makes a hell of a difference, and I'm sure the customer is going to be over the moon with the finished product. We actually just completed a 355 for the customer, which I'm sure he already has. He's already messaged me saying he's so happy with it, and he's collecting this one very soon, and I'm sure he's going to be happy with this one too. So in terms of, they're the actual speaker configuration that we've added into the front. We've also added a little sub controller onto the actual cubby box, plus we've done the full double DIN conversion. So what we're doing in terms of radio is actually remove the single DIN radio, built a actual new panel as such as well, but also added in the Pioneer Z9200. So that unit now features wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, digital radio, and that's why we've got a whole new antenna for that as well. But loads of functionality, DVD, CD, kind of the list kind of goes on. All the product links, guys, will be below for your interest. But overall, that's kind of the radio package that's been done. However, we wanted to go a step further on this one, something we've not done before. So the panel which actually houses the relocation of the switches used to have, when you can buy them, they come with like a round space for a voltmeter or something like that. However, a lot of people don't want that in there. So what we've done is actually 3D printed and fabricated completely in-house a new panel that sits there and it's a little bit shorter, but also houses our actual logo in there as well, but in a really, really classy, neat way. So that's kind of the interior at the front. And the other thing we've also added in is some security upgrades. However, there's plenty of other videos on Defenders and other vehicles about security. Right, this is kind of where a lot of the work took place. Not only the soundproofing took time, but also this customization of the bulkhead. The vehicle came into us with a bulkhead in there. However, it was a little bit like a kind of a DIY solution, and this takes it to the next level. So if we want to head inside the vehicle, you can see a little bit more. What we've got here is a fully custom built bulkhead. So on this side we've got Milano, on the other side we've got black carpet, which we'll show you shortly. You see down here we've got the Audison 10-inch sub. So that's an Audison Prima active sub built into a custom enclosure. This is actually all bolted to the actual chassis of the vehicle, but also resting on top of the gunbox as well, which we'll go through shortly. Customer wanted a little bit more visibility, and that's why we've gone for the mesh grille just here. But also we've got the audio control amp sitting in the corner. That is an incredible amplifier. The audio control amp is a 6-channel amp, but it also has processing power. So Ed from Audison came by yesterday. We actually, with him, we sat down and tuned the system. Obviously with the 355 being done and this Defender being done, we wanted to get these exactly right. So Ed came over, he comes over quite a lot, and we sit down and tune cars together to get maximum output, maximum clarity from each system. So we work directly with the manufacturer literally on daily basis. So in terms of that solution, that audio control amp is a phenomenal bit of kit. Basically you've got full DSP control, so we've got full time alignment. We've also got full parametric EQ. We've got loads of control, so literally we're plugging in our computer, changing everything, changing how the sound actually outputs. However, even out the box, this system sounded so good. It actually rocked. So overall, you've got a really nice front end, really deep sound coming from that front. That's mostly because of that 6.5-inch driver that's mounted underneath that seat. So if you are looking at doing an upgrade on the Defender, that is definitely the way to go. Obviously the speaker configuration, what speakers you want to put in there, will obviously depend on the audio consultation. When I sit down with you, when you come by with the vehicle, I'll sit down with you and actually spec everything in so much detail. Like an audio consultation can generally take around up to about sort of 2 hours. I literally go through every ounce of detail on a system to make sure we're getting the best system for you, but also you are gonna enjoy the system how you are thinking you want it to. So we've also got a full carpet kit in there, so new carpet kit, but also the stainless steel finishes, which is quite nice. These are all brand new carpets, but new stainless steel finishes. We just set the vehicle off quite nicely. So that's kind of most of the interior. We've got a custom bulkhead. We wanted that to match with the rest of the interior. Obviously, what's involved in doing this is literally a full strip out. So bonnet's been off, doors have been off, floor been out, seats have been out, dashboard's been out. Every ounce of the car in the interior has literally come out and has been reinstalled, all to the highest possible standard. So overall, I'm really happy with the finished product. I've run my eyes over it. After every install like this, I literally run my eyes over it. I go through and test everything myself, making sure everything is inch perfect, which it is yet again. So the boys have absolutely smashed this out. Moving on to the back, what the customer was also after was adding a reversing camera. So what we've done is added that into the new screen, the Pioneer unit, and that actually just sits down at the bottom there. That's mostly to see the toe ball, but also give you a little bit more visibility, which is quite nice. And that's a really discreet way of doing it, and we use that solution quite a lot. You can either, generally speaking, go down there, or you can go up top here. But obviously, when you've got a spare wheel on the back door, that does kind of obscure the view quite a lot. So a lot of people tend to go down there, but as you've seen on some of our other YouTube videos on Defenders, we have done them up there, and we kind of just decide that when you're booking in. So in the back here, what have we got? So we've got a custom gun box that the customer has ordered. So as you can see here, really nice solution. That is actually riveted and bolted down to the actual vehicle itself. Plus what we found is, obviously with the gun box being in this place, there was a little bit of a gap by probably a mil there. So about that sort of size just down here. We found that the gap was here. So what we've actually managed to do is actually level this off, which looks really nice. So in terms of the solution here, the reason why we've done this in this way is because this is where the customer's dog is going to be sitting. So there can be a mat go in here, but also can sit directly onto here. But what we didn't want, obviously, with the gap being there, anything falling down, but also what we didn't want is the dog's paw to fall down there as well. So we've blocked that off, making that not only safe for the dog, but also actually just making it look a little bit neater and actually a bit more fitted. So we've got a full carpet kit as well going on for the rear quarters here, but also, as you can see, the mesh bulkhead looks really smart in comparison to what it was before, but also we've got the Audison Prima sub. Everything's hidden away, there's no cables on display, everything's done really, really nicely. This is literally fully bolted down into the actual chassis, but also into the vehicle itself, so it's not going anywhere, but it looks incredible. So obviously there's been an immense amount of work gone into this Defender 110. It looks incredible, it sounds absolutely awesome, plus we've added loads more functionality as well. So that's kind of a bit of an overview of kind of the products that are in the car, but also what the end system looks like. And obviously every system is customizable, so if you didn't want the bulkhead, didn't want the solution at the back, we can obviously change that up and we can do all sorts of other stuff. Obviously the rear speakers on this vehicle, because of the bulkhead, because of that sound output that we've got from the front end running what's called fully active from that 6-channel audio control amp, is actually because the rear speakers have actually been deleted. We've taken those out, dressed them in Alcantara, but also added in on a permanent solution. We've actually added in 2 little cigarette lighter sockets. You can charge things, you can do all sorts of other things, but they're on a permanent. There's a little switch on one of the sides which activates both, so even if the vehicle's off, you can still use those sockets and they work perfectly nicely as well, but you just turn that off and they stop working. So overall, that's a nice little solution in terms of practicality that we've added, but in terms of the actual look and sound is literally incredible. But obviously during an audio consultation, we'll sit down with you and I'll actually go through everything step by step, and we'll design, spec, and then we'll install your new sound system. But overall, a really, really nice conversion. Really happy with everything, the way everything's gone on the install. I'm sure the customer's going to be over the moon with the finished product. But if you are interested in something like this, you know exactly what to do. Drop us a message on any of our social media platforms and we're more than happy to go through everything with you in loads of detail and get your car booked in with us here at Cambridge Car Audio and CBS Automotive. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series. If you do want to see anything else in these series, please feel free to drop a comment below. Let us know how we can improve, how we can make this so much better for you guys at home. We're trying to do more and more of these, and these videos are going out literally on a weekly basis. We're uploading a video every single day on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of all the other videos that are going to be coming up later on other vehicles that we've got in. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We look forward to seeing you soon.